Hello, I'm Scott Brady with Overland Journal and Expedition Portal, and I'm out with a very important new model. This is the 2023 Ram Rebel 2500 HD. Now, what makes this truck so important for the overland market is that Rams have been very popular within our space for several decades now, and a lot of that is because of the support that they have from AEV. But the vehicle has never had a genuine off-road package available from the factory. But that has all changed with the Ram Rebel. And the most important thing that changed is the fact that it now comes with a factory available rear locking differential. So when you combine that rear locking differential with the front traction control, the vehicle has significant improvement in tractive performance. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and the cons of the Ram Rebel 2500 HD. The pros in my mind is that proven Cummins diesel. It has been a joy to drive. It also has this 5-link rear suspension, which in my experience improves ride quality and quite a bit of articulation too. But then that third pro for me is really the inclusion of that rear locking differential. Rear locking differentials on trucks like that are really critical because it allows you to slow everything down. These are big vehicles. You want to be able to pick your way through the terrain slowly without having to engage a bunch of traction control. Getting the wheel speed up also really puts the drivetrain at risk because these engines make so much power, 850 foot-pounds of torque in this particular case. Let's talk about the cons real quick, because this vehicle is a little bit dated compared to the others in this segment, and that comes down to mostly that 6-speed automatic. This engine would really be able to come into its own and even get better fuel economy if it was connected to an 8-speed or a 10-speed like some of the competitors. The other thing that I notice with this particular vehicle is the fact that it's available with a 20-inch wheel. So when you're speccing out your Rebel, don't spec out that 20-inch wheel package. A 20-inch wheel is just not appropriate for backcountry travel. You don't have enough sidewall. When you air down, you don't get enough flotation, and flotation on a vehicle like this is critical. This is a heavy truck, particularly with that diesel engine in the front. And that leads to the last thing, which is more to be aware of. When you buy a Rebel 2500 HD, you get all these cool things like the 5-link, but because of that diesel engine, it drops the payload down to 1,970 pounds. Which for most people, that's not going to be an issue. But if you want to fit a really heavy camper, you need to be aware of the fact that the 2500 might not be the best choice. You're probably better off moving up to that 3500 platform from Ram. Overall, this truck is really a joy to drive. And then it's got all of that incredible AEV aftermarket componentry available for it, which really transforms this into an around the world overland vehicle.